are rolling. Alpha is starting to fall into the clutches of both Defiant and Colt. Blink closing in on Dart here through the first sector. Hawk has taken the lead back and is pulling away from Clear. And Magnum has fallen all the way back to dead last. They need to get by Black Rose for the overall silver. Passing opportunity for Zoro. They fake inside, go outside, and have the lead. Looks to the outside. Now to the inside. It's not gonna happen. The new duo, Bedlam and Magnum, are your Season 2 champions. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you here to qualifying for the 8th race of Season 3 of the MSFC here at the redesigned Iron Jungle of the Iron Brotherhood. Looking at the standings heading into today, it is the Moon Melodies, thanks to the huge win from Revvo last race, claiming the points lead. But Team Fire, the Icy Hots, and Motown Madness are all within striking distance, as are Klaus and the Pantheon in that tie for 5th. The host team, Iron Brotherhood, it's been a rough season for them. We'll see how it goes today. Leading us off, it is Spectra for the Iron Brotherhood. It's been a rough season for both Spectra as an individual and for the team, but we'll see if Spectra can give their fans something to cheer about today. The first sector is still identical to the old Iron Jungle track, and Spectra has a 7.37. There's the first difference, a split section there down the long straightaway, and Spectra actually grazed the attenuator a bit, but keeping up speed through the speed boost, and this is where the big difference is, through sector number 3. Entirely new section of corners there, and Spectra will come across the line, I believe, with a time in the 32-second range, and they do. A 32.47 for Spectra. That will be the time to beat. After the host, we go in reverse championship order. Next up, it is Opal of... I was about to say the Night Raid. I'm too used to saying that. It is the Twilight Terrors. It has been a rough season for the Terrors, sitting in last right now. But Opal does have their best finish of the season with an 8th place at... It was Circus Circuit. Opal dead even, but also hit the attenuator a bit through sector number 1 and stalling out here in sector number 2. Opal been criticized for their lack of long-term endurance in the past, and they are 2 seconds back of Spectra. Looking quicker than Spectra through sector number 3, but I do not believe this will put them in front, and it will not. They will have a purple 3rd sector by a good margin, though. It's a 33.37 for Opal. Next up are the Shadow Hunters with Colt. It has been a better season for Colt and for the team, but it still hasn't been particularly fruitful. We'll see if Colt can find some of the Season 1 magic that they had, where they scored 3 podium finishes. Colt 2/10 back through the first sector. They don't hit the attenuator, but they seem a bit slow down the straightaway. Colt is also going to bleed some time. Not as much time as Opal. 1.2 back. Trying to copy Opal's line, it looked like. Colt looks decently quick, but I don't think this is going to be Spectra either. A bit of a skewed line down the straightaway, just short. It's clear that Spectra's 3rd sector was not that great, but Colt just bled a bit too much time in sector number 2, a 32.74. Starry Sky with Augment, and yeah, Augment has had, some would say, a brutal welcome to the MSFC. It has been absolutely dreadful. They stand last in the individual standings. We'll see if they can bring something here today. They are slightly ahead through sector number 1, but look very slow down that straightaway. Even though they didn't really hit the attenuator or the walls at all, just a lack of pace right now for Augment. 1.9 seconds back of the leader Spectra and stalling out through sector number 3. I believe this will be a new worst time, and it will. Augment will finish with a 33.87, and that will slot to 4th out of 4. And next up, it is Baron. And Baron also has not had the greatest season individually. They sit in the bottom 5 of individuals, but they have been completely overshadowed by their rookie teammate Tyrus, who has been phenomenal this season. Baron is slightly ahead through the first sector. They too grazed the split there, but they seem to be keeping most of their speed through the speed boost. That is the second best time, only a 10th back of Spectra, and Spectra's third sector wasn't that great. Baron seems to have a good one. I think this will slot into the top time at the moment. Baron across the line, and it does by a good margin as well. A good lap for Baron, a 31-1-1 comfortably to the top. A purple third sector thrown in there. Great job for Baron. And next up, it is Icarus of the Cherry Bullets. We have our first true heavy hitter in the field today with Icarus. With Nova struggling in the last race at Starlight Speedway, Icarus might be the favorite to win the Racer Championship right now. 2 race wins to her name. She has been incredible in her rookie year. 3/10 back through the first sector and looking pretty good through sector number 2. Still only 3/10 back. How will her third sector time shake out? It looks good. This will be close with Baron, but I think Icarus has got it. She will. Icarus. That was closer than I thought, but she does move to the top spot with a 30.91 thanks to a purple third sector. Icarus to P1. And next up, it is Kinesis of the Night Raid. It's been a good season for Kinesis. She currently sits in the top 10 of racer standings. She has been very consistent and has a podium at Circus Circuit. But Kinesis, she does get better as the season moves along, and most notably in Season 2. 2 race wins in the second half of the season. We'll see if she can find that same magic. A 10th back of Icarus, looking pretty quick here through Sector number 2, though. And in fact, slightly ahead through Sector 2. Kinesis. Losing a tiny bit of speed, but this still looks pretty good. Quick through the bank turn. This will be close. I don't think she has it. She doesn't. But it's a 31.80 that will still slot her into third place at the moment. Not bad for Kinesis. And next up, it is the Thanatons with Tartarus. Thanatons have been very consistent, but not only one true standout race, and it was from Tartarus at Tidal Glow, where they finished second, but it's just been a decent but unremarkable season for this team so far, although Tartarus looking quite quick through sector number 2, and they are dead even with Icarus. Through the third sector, Tartarus losing their speed through the third sector. It's not going to happen. This ain't even going to be a good time at all. A brutal third sector for Tartarus, a 33.05. That will slot them behind Colt. And next up, it is Black Rose. And despite the Buccaneer Bounty currently sitting in the top half of the standings, they still are looking for their first podium of the season. Both Black Rose and his teammate Kazuki have been consistent, but no finishes inside the top 3. No firepower, really, from this team so far. Dead even with Icarus through sector number 1. And moving into the purple through sector number 2, Black Rose is. Losing a bit of their speed through sector 3. I still think it will grade out well, but it will not be the top time. And in fact, he bleeds sometime in the third sector. A 32.10 will still slot in front of Spectra, a provisional top 4 spot, but it's very doubtful that will stay there. And next up, it is Chipper of the Camo Hiders. The Camo Hiders brought back to life thanks to Hero's second place finish in the last race, but Chipper, we saw this in Season 2. He was very good in the first half, and it just came apart for him thanks to his lack of long-term endurance. He is 2/10 back through sector number 1. Not looking particularly quick through sector number 2, but not looking bad either. In fact, I'm an idiot. That is a purple second sector, and Chipper looks good through sector number 3. That was much quicker than I thought. I think he has the top time. He doesn't! He comes up just short at the very end. A 30.98, though, is very good. That will slot him into second place. And next up, It is Magnum of Klaus kicking off the top 6 teams that can still really make a wave in the championship discussion. I guess you could also say the Camel Hiders, but these teams absolutely can. And Magnum, 3/10 ahead through sector number 1. Looking pretty quick through sector number 2 as well. A bit slow through the speed boost, but still green, 4/10 ahead through sector number 2. Magnum losing a little bit of speed through sector 3. Can he stay in front of Icarus? He cannot. It'll come out as a 32.04. Still good enough for 5th place at the moment, though. Not bad for Magnum. Entering the top 5 teams now with Icon of the Pantheon. Icon. Ben, definitely the second best racer on this team so far. Low-key, his teammate has been fantastic in her rookie season. But Icon has very much held his own in his return to circuit racing. Dead even through the first sector, but he takes the inside, grazing the attenuator while doing so through sector number 2. Icon not looking quick through sector number 2. Through the speed boost, he bled a good amount of time there, 1.7 back. How will he be through the third sector? Very good. Hang on a minute here. It's still not going to be good, though. Even with a purple third sector, it will not get him into the battle for pole. It's a 31.91. That will slide him into 5th place, though. And next up, it is Zorro of Motown Madness. The Motown Madness. Zart has been inconsistent, but good enough to keep this team in contention, and Zorro has been phenomenal this season. Clearly one of the marbles in the racer title discussion, and only a 10th ahead of the leader Icarus through sector number 1. Keeping it very simple through sector number 2, and it's an effective formula, still ahead through sector 2. And Zorro, very good. I think he has the top time here. Will he be able to close it out? I believe so. He will. Green through all 3 sectors with a 30.34. Zorro moves to P1. Entering the top 3 teams. Next up, it is the Icy Hots with Vertigo. And Vertigo hasn't been terrible this season, but it's been very not Vertigo-like. A 2nd place finish at the first race, followed by dead last, and then a mid-pack finish. And we're not used to hearing this, but it's time for Vertigo to step up and stop and Nova with having their worst race of the season. Vertigo still dead even with Zorro. Vertigo needs to step up here to pick up his teammate, and he might be doing that. Will he slot in front of Zorro? I don't think so. He won't, but it's a very good time, a 31.09. That will put him into 4th place, possibly in the battle for pole. Time will tell. That will knock out Baron. 2 racers to go, and that means that Zorro and Icarus are into the battle for pole. And it is Electra up next. Electra finally broke through and won her first career race at Icy Mountain. And she has been phenomenal once again for Team Fire. Dead even with the leader Zorro through sector number 1. Can she continue the absolute rampage that she has been on in circuit racing? Looking good through sector number 2. Ahead, not by much, but she looks very quick through sector number 3. This will be close, but I believe she has a podium, a battle for pole spot no matter what, and she will just barely move into the top time with a 30.25. Electra's in. That knocks out Vertigo with 1 racer to go. And lastly, it is Glaive of the Moon Melodies. And what a story the Melodies have been after a pretty good Season 1 and then a dreadful Season 2. They bring in the rookie Revvo to the MSFC roster, and he has been the spark that they needed. And Glaive has a purple first sector. The Moon Melodies, the championship leaders, they are 6 points up on Team Fire. Glaive purple through the 2nd sector. Through sector number 3, can the Moon Melodies strike yet again? Glaive, across the line, a 30.55. into the battle for pole goes Glaive. They have done it yet again. Here we go, the 2-lap battle for pole. It's Electra, it's Zoro, it's Glaive, and it's Icarus. Glaive with a very poor jump. They fall back to last. Electra takes the early lead. Zoro in second, Icarus in third. Glaive falling a decent ways back, but it is Electra. Heading down the straightaway. Zoro closing in just a little bit. A bit of a different line there for Icarus, but looking around the same speed. Both of the top two very quick through the third sector, and it's those two pulling very far away from Glaive, who has moved into third. White flag in the air, side by side on the belt. It's Zoro who gets the better jump. Electra very careful not to pinch him forward. Where will she try to make the pass? It's down the straightaway and she has it. Electra to P1. Can she hold on? Glaive slowed down the straightaway, but able to hold off Icarus. For now. Not able to anymore. Icarus moves into third further back. Electra gapping Zoro through the big turn. She is going to hold it. Electra wins pole at Iron Jungle. Zoro in second. Icarus in third. And Glaive in fourth. Huge pole for Electra. Looking to continue the fight for Team Fire.